At a period in history in Malaysia where temples flourished in numbers but failed to attract the educated masses to Buddhism, at a time in history when the sublime truth found in scriptures could not be conveyed to the masses due to lack of trained monks, at a period when the Buddhist missionary was not organized, lacked direction and momentum, the answer came in the form of a baby boy born to the family of Mr. K. Garmage Andris in a village of Kirende in Matare in southern Ceylon on March 14th, 1919.
Even as a young boy, the stirrings of the teachings of the Dhamma prompted him to participate in many of the spiritual activities, and under the close scrutiny of his devout uncle, who was also the chief monk of a local temple, and his mother, the fire for your divine life began to steadily glow and grow.
At the age of 12, he was ordained a novice monk and given the name Dhammananda, meaning one who experienced happiness through the Dhamma.
He attained the status of a full-fledged monk in 1940. 7 years of intensive learning and training in monastic discipline empowered him with knowledge and skills in missionary techniques. He read Sanskrit, Hindi, and Indian philosophy at Benares Hindu University, and having completed his studies, returned to Ceylon and established the Sudharma Buddhist Institute and tended to the educational, welfare, and religious needs of the villages.
But destiny had a higher call and purpose. Among the 400 monks at the Vidyalankara Privene, Venerable Dhammananda was selected for the mission to Malaya. From the time his blessed feet stepped on the shores of Malaya, the cobwebs of misunderstanding and suspicion around Buddhism got cleared. His lucid explanation, spiced his cold logic, convinced Sir Gerald Templar that Buddhism was different from communism. The Reverend became a powerful missile of love and truth that slowly won the hearts of the people in the villages.
Missionary activities began. Chinese new villages were approached and was received with warmth. The light found in the teachings of the Buddha brightened the remotest corner of the nation, and with this command of his language, practical in the approach and palatable to the common man, the appeal of the teachings caught the imagination of the mind and the hearts of the people.
1961. The Reverend formed the Buddhist Missionary Society in the Brickfields Buddhist Temple. Being a prolific writer, he continued to pen the gems and pearls from the great traditions and teachings of the Buddha, which began to be documented in books and pamphlets.
Such well-written pamphlets have been published to date, a few million copies, catering to the English-educated Buddhists. To date, Reverend has more than 50 publications, and many of them have been translated and reproduced in Taiwan, India, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Korea, South Africa, Bangladesh, Netherlands, United States of America, and South America.
In 1988, the much-awaited 700-page Dhammapada was published, and in his recent 80th birthday, this tireless monk, to feed the hungry souls for knowledge, released the 400-page Food for the Thinking Mind.
Youth is the future, and unless they are developed and brought to the front, the light of the movement will certainly dim. This the visionary Reverend realized, and therefore traveled to universities and colleges, spreading the fragrance of this religion.
In 1970, he formed the Young Buddhist Association of Malaysia, and at the same time encouraged the Buddhist Missionary Society and the Sasana Abhirvruddhi Vardhana Society to set up youth wings. 1980 saw the formation of the Buddhist Graduate Fellowship, now known as the Buddhist Gem Fellowship. The main purpose? To reach the hearts and minds of the youth in colleges and universities to the teachings of the Buddha. Reverend Dhammananda still actively continues to speak to students in institutions of higher learnings throughout the country.